Alrighty, welcome everybody. Welcome to the seventh episode of the Spin Zone. And today, like every, we've got my host, my co-host, Steve Rodriguez. Welcome back, Steve.
What's up, Dan? How you doing? Hey, how's everybody doing? How's the RGV doing, man? Huh?
Doing good.
So what's new on this week's episode?
Well, we're going to cover the highlights of the show.
Pre-game? No game? No. Really? I must have missed it. I must have missed it. Hey, so, for everybody's, but those were the starters, right?
Those were the starters. That's right. I think I'm going to flip over to my headphones. I'm getting some feedback real quick from this other.
Right.
You think I would learn my lesson?
You don't learn. You don't listen.
Hold on one second. There we are.
Yes, sir. I hear you. Yes, I hear you. You hear me? Don't mess with the settings.
I know.
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, there we go. Not sure what was going on with those settings. Something about the AirPods that haven't been working well lately for some reason.
Well, it happens.
I know. But yes, definitely there was a game, and it was a pregame. It was between the Cowboys and the LA Rams. Did you watch the game?
Unfortunately, yes, I did watch it, and I wasn't too impressed.
Well, keep in mind they're the starters, right? And I'm sorry, they were not the starters. They were the,
Right,
the
no,
third stringers,
right,
right?
right, yeah. When you say
So
starters, no, they're not the starters. They're the people looking for a job.
that's right. They're the ones that are vying for a spot on the
Yes,
53 man roster.
yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
so you got to give them a little leeway, right? Got to. All right. Well, the chat lines are open for anybody that's wondering. So if anybody wants to chime in, share their concerns or their grievances with regards to the Cowboys, more than welcome to. We're also broadcasting across Facebook, YouTube, um, X, and Rumble tonight. So we're broadcasting across
Awesome.
four. And we were going to broadcast over to Twitch, but since it's been a while since I've broadcasted to Twitch, I couldn't remember how to do it. So I
It
decided to
happens.
I decided to wait until the next episode for that.
It happens. Hey, Dan, you said something about season 3, episode 7, or what?
Yes, we're at season 3, episode number 7.
Wow.
And this is going to be episode 43 for the entire broadcast group. So,
Ooh.
yeah, we're halfway to reaching 100 episodes, hopefully by the end of the year, right? That's the goal.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Hopefully, right? So that's the idea.
Right. So, what do you
But,
have in plan for tonight? What's
well,
on the big
let's go
the
ahead
story?
and pop in our infamous show. And here we go. So basically, we'll jump right into the highlights of the pregame, of the preseason game 1.
There were highlights.
There were highlights. There are highlights, believe it or not.
Alrighty now.
Hold on. Why am I in the fourth quarter? What's going on
That's a
here?
good place. That's a good place to start. All right.
That's the first quarter, not the fourth quarter.
That's all
What's wrong
good.
with me?
That's all good.
Oh my gosh. Let me fix that. I was like, wait a second. What do you mean the fourth quarter? I get so excited when I'm doing this that I make
I can tell.
typos.
I can tell.
All right, so once again, the preseason game one, the highlights. Well, at 4th and 6th, with about a minute and 13 seconds remaining in the first quarter, Xavier Smith catches a long pass. And as you can see right there, bringing the Rams to a 5-yard line.
Yeah, he's not a Cowboy, so why are you showing that?
Because it's still
Yeah.
important, right? But Shoddy did not like that, and so he challenged it, but he lost.
Mhm.
Right? He lost. So they remained at the 5-yard line. And so quarterback Stetson Bennett, number 13 from the Rams, attempts to run the ball and gets stopped at the 1-yard line. That sets up the next play.
Yep.
And with 3rd and goal, with 11 minutes remaining in the first quarter, the Rams hand the ball to number 22 running back Blake Corum, and he rushes for a touchdown, as you can see right there. They hand number 22 running back Blake Corum, and he scores a touchdown.
I was sad,
It was just the beginning.
and I was already sad.
And then once again, with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter, 2nd and goal, they hand the ball once again to Blake Corum, number 22, the running back, and he rushes for his 2nd touchdown. At that point, I think we were all sad. Oh my gosh.
I was in disbelief.
It was disbelief. Complete disbelief, right? And then, of course, Brandon Aubrey comes to the rescue with 4th and 11 with 8 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Number 17, old reliable Brandon Aubrey makes a 35-yard three-point field goal.
But we cannot win a football game on field goals.
Of course we can't. But a score is a score is a score, right? So that brought the score to 14-3. You know, he saved at least he saved us for a little bit. Gave us hope. Gave us hope.
There was no hope there.
Uh,
There was no hope there, sir. All right.
you know, he gave us a little hope.
All right. 14-3. I'm like, field goals again. No.
Well, there was still an opportunity, right? It's just 14-3.
Mhm.
You know, Cowboys could come back and, you know, make a touchdown. You know,
Could, should, would, yeah, and they did it, right? So,
well, don't spoil the highlights. Let's go through them all. Let's go through the torture, right? Let's go through the torture,
that's what
right?
this is. That's what this is. You're right. It reminds me of the torture of the gate. I didn't know I would be reliving it.
I'm sorry. And of course, with 4th and 2 and 11 seconds remaining, once again in the second quarter, old reliable kicker Brandon Aubrey makes a 3-point field goal, bringing the score 14-6 to close out the second quarter. We had hope. We had hope. There was hope. Definitely hope. You know. And of course, let's kind of go over the first half. Rub salt in an old wound.
Right.
You know, the score is 14-6 at halftime. You know, Dallas had 8 first downs. The Rams had 10. Third downs, 1 out of 6, 2 out of 6 on the Rams. Total yards, Cowboys had 97. Rams had 156. Rushing yards, they both had 41 yards each. Passing yards, the Rams had 115. The Cowboys had 56. Penalties, numbers are there. And the time of possession with the ball, the Rams had the ball much more than the Cowboys did. 16 minutes versus 13 minutes. It is what it is.
Yeah. Torture.
And of course, with 4th and 9 and 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, number 16, the LA Rams kicker, Cardi, makes a 25-yard three-point field goal, bringing the score 17-6. At this point, I felt like the game was getting further and further away from us, right? And then, with 2nd and goal and 13 minutes in the fourth quarter, a pass is thrown to number 32, Cody Schrader, bringing the score 23-6. At this point, I really felt the funeral was about to start.
Yep.
And of course, their kicker, Josh Cardi, successfully scores the extra point, bringing the score, rubbing that wound, 24-6. At this point, I felt not going to happen, right? Not going to happen. But there was hope again. Once again, as Jesse Jackson would say, keep hope alive. And in 3rd and goal in the fourth quarter, Milton throws a pass to number 45, Fairweather, for a touchdown, bringing the score 24-12. So there was hope. There was hope brought back. Hope was kept alive. And then the Cowboys decide that wasn't enough. We're going to go for a 2-point conversion. And the pass is caught by Josh Kelly, number 6, bringing the score 24-14. Kept hope alive. Hope was coming back to us.
10-point game.
Oh my gosh. Where's our Bronco fans tonight?
I don't know, hey.
Oh gosh. And then 2nd and goal with I don't know how many time remaining. I forgot to put the time in the fourth quarter. A touchdown pass is thrown to number 81, Brendan Presley, extending the Rams' lead 30-14, and then they went for the extra point field goal. That brought the score to 31-14. At that point, we knew this game was pretty much gone.
Over.
And then, with 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, 3rd and 6, Grier, with no open receivers, decides to run for a touchdown, bringing the score 31-20. So a little bit of hope, but not enough time, I don't think, to score anymore. But Grier ran for it with, he had no other choice.
He's auditioning for a job.
Yep. He's still going to remain, though, on the team.
Yeah.
And of course, old reliable Brandon Aubrey successfully completes a field goal, bringing the score 31-21. And of course, that's where the score ends up for the remainder of the game. And the Cowboys lose 31-21 at LA. So did you have any hope during the game?
No,
You didn't?
no.
Why?
But I told you, we cannot win a football game on field goals alone. A, B, right? The quarterback they had in there was throwing the ball. It was 3 and outs, right? Sometimes there was nobody there. He was like overthrowing them. I'm like, really, dude? So, hey,
He's our number 2.
she shouldn't even be on there. Plain simple. The same feeling I have for Garoppolo is the same feeling I have for this guy.
You just want El Viejito back.
Dude, we have our starters. Put them in for a reason.
Not right now. We don't want to use
Yes.
Dak.
We do. We
No,
do.
we don't.
We need to get him out there.
No, he needs to stay healthy. We can't afford for him to get hurt.
If he gets hurt, he gets hurt in the preseason. All right, cool. Hey,
No, I'd rather keep Dak on the bench until game 1.
game was going to be a massacre against the Eagles.
Well, you never
Right.
know.
The Eagles are already playing their starters. Why aren't we?
Because they can afford to lose their starters.
They're Super Bowl champions. Hey, come on now. If they're playing their starters, we should be playing our starters. Other teams in the NFL are playing their starters. Why aren't we?
Because we don't want ours to get hurt. You know.
I'm beginning to read all this thing and hey, Cowboys are doing everything wrong.
Well, let's see what game 2 brings to us.
Yeah. What is that?
We'll get to it.
All right.
That's on Saturday, by the way. And of course, I've updated it with regards to the 53-man roster. It looks like Dak Prescott, Joe Milton, and Will Grier will be the quarterbacks. Will Grier will be on special teams, but number 1 and number 2 will be Joe Milton, despite the fact that you don't like him.
He's another Jimmy. Jimmy.
You know, running back Javonte Williams, Phil Mafah, Jadon Blue. I think he's injured. No, Jadon is injured.
Let me check.
I think he was injured. And of course, Hunter Lupke.
Yep, he's injured.
For how long?
Injured. Her second when it started. Head injury. Half. He felt place to make the pushing start. I mean, I was ankle injury.
Oh no, that's not good. He was supposed to be our star, one of our big stars.
Maybe not.
Pues that's not good. Ni duró. Jovencito también.
Yep. So he's out.
Well, wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, of course, George Pickens, and of course, they didn't play, right?
Why not?
Because we don't want CeeDee or George Pickens to get hurt.
He got hurt no matter what, and he wasn't playing.
You know, Jalen Tolbert, Cavante Turpin, and Jonathan Mingo. Those are the expected wide receivers. Tight ends, Jake Ferguson, Luke Schoonmaker, and Brevin Spann-Ford. Offensive line, Tyler Guton, offensive tackle, Tyler Smith, offensive guard, Cooper Beebe, center, Tyler Booker, offensive guard. Terrence Steele, offensive tackle. Brock Hoffman, center. Nate Thomas, offensive tackle. TJ Bass, guard. Hakeem Adeniji, offensive tackle. And Sadiq Charles, guard. So those are the latest predictions with regards to the offensive line. Now, that's just one analyst's opinion, okay? It's not final. Send a message over Facebook to see if the Facebook messages are coming through. I was expecting our Broncos fan to pop in. On the defensive side, defensive ends, Micah Parsons.
There's somebody watching, Danette. What's up, Danette? How you doing? All right.
Hello. Defensive ends, Micah Parsons, Dante Fowler, Sam Williams, Marshawn Nealon, Donovan Izuraku, and Peyton Turner.
Why do they have Micah Parsons there? Anything?
Because he's still under contract. He's not going to get traded, even if he wants to. Que se aguante.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Defensive tackles, Osa Odisagua, Solomon Thomas, Mozzie Smith, and Jay Toya. For linebackers, it's looking like Marist LaFou, Kenneth Murray Jr., Jack Sanborn, Shamar James, and Damon Clark. And then for cornerbacks, it's Daron Blond, Kair Elam, Kalen Carson, Andrew Boff, Keeman Hall, Israel Mukamu. And then for safeties, Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, Marquise Bell, and Wanye Thomas. And in special teams, Brandon Aubrey, Brian Anger, Trent Sieg, and this new one was a CJ Goodwin. I've never heard of him before. So, and of course, how could we forget the most important component of the Dallas Cowboy team, America's sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. It wouldn't be an episode without our girls.
We've had 3 seasons without them, so you just added them. So,
and of course, as we mentioned during the last episode, we've got 6 new rookies, 6 new America sweethearts, and that they include Jenna Waller, Maddie Unger, Brenly Herrera, Parker Kilpatrick, Faith Ward, and Morgan Hershey. Those are our new rookies. But if that's not it, there was a lot of excitement before the game, and Abby was excited. She put out an Instagram video of them dancing the night away, as the old Van Halen song used to say.
Who's Abby?
She's in here. I think she's this one. But she was very excited, and she ended up putting an Instagram video. I was going to show it, but I decided not to.
We appreciate it. Right? Yeah, we appreciate it. This is a Cowboy show, not a Cowboy cheerleader show.
No, but they're still part of the team.
They haven't been part of the team for the past 3 seasons, so now you put them in.
Why not? When you have a depressing game, you've got to have a little uplifting.
They weren't there.
We need them now more than ever. Yeah. And they've got nice uniforms, too. So. All right. And of course, we just went over the highlights of week 1, which just happened.
They weren't highlights, sir.
Yeah, they were. They were highlights.
Of the Rams, yes.
Well, we've got week 2 coming up this Saturday at 6 p.m. And we are going to play the Baltimore Ravens, and they're coming to Dallas. So it's going to be exciting to watch. I don't know what station. I think it's probably going to be on Channel 5 like this last
Yeah,
time.
I think so.
So, but that game is going to be at 6 p.m. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
My wife says that I sound like a sick pervert.
I told
Oh
you.
my No.
I told you. I told you.
No.
You know,
There's
this
nothing-
is a Cowboy show, not a Cowboy cheerleader show. And you're
We
doing
added
it.
them
That is
as
over
part
with.
of the segment.
I think you should take them out. Personally.
No.
Yes. All
I
right,
think we
yeah.
should take a poll and decide. Let the fans decide if they want
Well,
to.
that would be a good idea. All right, you're right. That would be a good idea. Fans, if you guys want to still see the Dallas Cowboy cheerleader section, right, vote for it. If you
Huh?
don't, vote for it also. Vote for it.
Aye.
Yeah, you are just anyway.
We'll take a poll and decide whether they should be part of the show or not.
You can tell a lot of people are gonna say no.
Week 3 brings the Atlanta Falcons to the Dallas Cowboys. Once again, it's going to be a home game. That's going to be at 7 p.m. And once again, it'll probably be locally on the local ABC affiliate. So,
And there's been a time update for the Cowboys versus Ravens.
what's the time update?
Let me see. Time change. Still doing. You said 6, right?
6.
Yeah, 6. That's the same time. I guess. Yeah, so 6. Yep. All right.
All right. So, the regular season is on September 4th. It is between Dallas and the Philadelphia Eagles. That is going to be an away game at Lincoln Field. So that is also the day that we're going to announce the official giveaway for the Dallas Cowboy jersey. And you still have an opportunity to qualify to be part of that. And all it takes is to basically become a follower on Brownsville Tech Live and on 956 Live. And you've got exactly what, 3 to 4 weeks?
I believe it's 3 weeks.
3 weeks, correct. Yep, so you've got 3 weeks, and all it takes is to become a public follower on Brownsville Tech Live and 956 Live. So we will announce the lucky person on September 4th during halftime. So if you have not become an official follower to both pages, all you got to do is click the follow button when you get to the page, and you will automatically be entered to be a participant for that opportunity to win a free Dallas Cowboy jersey. And this is not just any jersey. It is a jersey made by Nike. It's got the no sweat technology. You can't find that at the Pulga or at Temu or Shein. It's only available with us. So, besides, of course, the NFL Pro Shop if you want to pay, right? $200 for one. But this is completely free. All it takes is to be a public follower on both pages. And by the way, don't forget to also become a subscriber to the Brownsville Tech Live YouTube page as well. So, but that's basically it for this week. Like I said, it's going to be an exciting game on Saturday. We hope that the Cowboys do better, obviously, than they did this past week. There was hope, little hope, just slightly.
There was a little bit of hope, and it went away fast. But hopefully this Saturday, it'll come back.
That's right. It's just the preseason. Remember that. It's still our year. It's still our year.
Well, nobody's saying it's not our year. They just say that, it would have been nice if they would have started with the win.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's a preseason. You want to save all your ammo, keep it dry until you absolutely need it. That's what I say, right?
Hey.
All righty, everybody. Well, that was it for tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the highlights. I know that it was torture reliving those moments.
Yes.
But we've got hope that Saturday will be completely different. So, alrighty, everybody. Don't forget to go out there and follow us on both pages so you could get an opportunity to win the jersey. And also, do not forget to go out and subscribe to Brownsville Tech Live on YouTube. And we'll see you guys next week as we bring you the highlights of game number 2 for the preseason. Yes. And hopefully it'll be a show that we can report some good news.
Yes. But remember, subscribe, like, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Dan or myself, and we'll make sure if you're on that list or not. We'll chat for you, right? Don't be shy.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is to miss out on a free jersey.
Well, definitely it will be a free jersey, and whoever wins will not have to pay a single penny. That's for sure.
Right. So, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe, like both pages, and if you still have a question, send us an instant message, a Facebook message, and hey, am I on both pages?
Yep.
We'll get back to you.
All righty, everybody. We will see you all next week. And Steve, we'll see you as well.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
All righty. Give me a second. So,
I tell you. How many minutes was it?
It wasn't that long. It was 35 minutes.
Oh, wow.